The Volquest 2-minute drill is brought to you by Food City, official tailgating headquarters of the Vols.
Welcome into the Food City 2-minute drill, and man, what a heartbreaker for Tennessee. They lose at 44-41 in overtime, had the game up 38-30, 4th down 7. Gunnar Stockton dropped a dime and they dropped it in the bucket. Went to overtime, and then you just felt like the air was out of the balloon after Tennessee missed the game-winning field goal at the end of regulation. That was a heartbreaking miss for Max Gill.
Well, and coaches talk about it all the time. You know, you got to do the little things, you got to do the simple things well, and it comes down to a handful of plays. And literally, this is not hard to find 3 or 4 plays that are the difference in the football game. It's the 4th down conversion for the touchdown, as you mentioned. It's the missed field goal. You know, you just the little things that you have to do to execute to win a game, to put a game away when you had a chance to put the game away. Tennessee couldn't do it.
Tennessee gets the fumble there at 35-30. They go run, kick the field goal, go 38-30. I thought that's where they, you can talk about Max Gill missing the 42-yarder all you want. I thought that's where Tennessee had a chance to go for the jugular and didn't. They played to try to go up 8. Instead of trying to play to go up 2 scores.
Yeah, I've got to go back and look at it and see what happened there. And Georgia, Josh Heupel saying afterwards, and they were kind of in their sudden change defense. They were in too high safety look, trying to take away, anticipating Tennessee would go for a home run, try to take some of that stuff away. Tennessee felt like they could get there in the ground game. It felt like they could get it to 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 and go for it there. They didn't execute very well on the 3rd down play, it sounds like. I've got to go back and see it. But, you think maybe you got something that you got a beater for a too high safety look there, because it's not like you hadn't seen that throughout the game. And I thought Tennessee was hot. And this is the one thing about this offense that you loved everything they did in the first quarter. You're never going to complete every ball. I thought Joey Aguilar got a little bit away from himself and suddenly missed a couple throws behind.
Yeah.
And they just got out of sorts for a period of time. They've got to find a way to limit those out of sorts moments. But I tell you what, give this team credit, because I thought after that opening drive in the second half, this thing was over. I thought
when they went 3 and out.
I thought Tennessee was going to get run into the river. I thought Georgia was just going to mash them all the way through. Give this team a lot of credit, man. They had a ton of fight to get themselves in a position to line up for a game-winning kick that just didn't go through.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Tennessee's got to win this football game. When you're up 8 with a handful of minutes to go, you got to find a way to finish it off. You drive down the field and leave yourself a decent look at the field goal. You got to find a way to finish it off. I thought this was Joey Halsley's best game calling plays since he's taken over as OC. I thought the offense was fluid. Yes, you go back to the stuff in the first quarter, the first drive is scripted, but after that, they still had tempo, rhythm. They were hitting plays in the second half. Even more of that. I liked how he called the game today. There were some different wrinkles. So I think you can build on this. I think it's good Tennessee plays UAB next week, because this is a heart-wrenching loss.
Yeah, you don't want to stew on this one for 2 weeks.
Correct. And so to me, it's good that you play next week against a lesser opponent. You should beat them. And then you had to Mississippi State, a road game. And that's kind of been a bugaboo for Heupel and them, these obscure road games. At South Carolina 22, at Missouri 23, and then last year at Arkansas. They're going to be whiting out down there. So I think that next week is a nice buffer so you don't go falling into that trap game.
Well, and I think the onus is on the leadership of this football team. We've talked a lot about the youth, and the youth's got to grow up. There's no time to be young. The leadership's got to help the youth of this football team understand how to use this loss the right way. And that's something Josh Heupel will talk about the post-game. It's got to have a fire in you. This has got to fuel you to move forward and learn and grow. And I think that's the challenge, for this football team. There's a lot of positive things. And listen, losing sucks. There's no, they played hard,
yeah,
they
there's no moral
competed.
victories.
There's no moral. Tennessee's past moral victory lane. Okay, we've lived that decade, and that decade's over.
That decade sucked.
Yeah, you're supposed to win this football game. You had every chance to win it. You can't let Georgia beat you twice.
That's right.
And you got to go back and get to work and get done. And you got to get healthy. They need Jackson Moy. They need Davin Hobbs. They need some help there on defense with some depth in the interior. And, they've got to go continue to grow and get better. I thought the receivers took a big step today. Now, I don't think this Georgia secondary is as good as they've been in previous years.
It doesn't matter. They may play.
But Chris Brazel is on a heater right now. You should have a ton of confidence. Mike Matthews should take a ton of confidence. Braylon Staley is the slot receiver everybody's wanting in this offense for the last couple of years. There's a lot there to build off of if you're Tennessee. They've just got to go do it now.
He's Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price. The Food City 2-minute drill. We'll talk to you more on the General's quarters.
The Volquest 2-minute drill is brought to you by Food City, official tailgating headquarters of the Vols.